My first step in making coconut embeds is using some molds that I got from Vandelay. I believe one is a cherry mold and one is a blueberry mold, but it really doesn't matter. If you have a circular mold, very small, you can use that also. And I used a low sweat, white, melt and pour soap from Brambleberry. You can also you can have a clear melt and pour soap, and you can add a white colorant to it that you can buy from Brambleberry. They usually come in cakes, and then you can just peel. Yes, beg your pardon. I bought these from Brambleberry, and this is a colorant that you can add to melt and pour soap. And I shave it off with a little cheese knife and add, and it gives a lovely color to the melt and pour soap. And they have lots of this. All right, after melting my white melt and pour, I pour it in the cavities, and when I'm done, I have these insides, and that's what I use to make the inner parts of my coconuts. All right, and and I'll show you the next step. Pour the cavity on this 9 ball Vandelay mold about 3/4 of the way full. I'm recording this as a separate video because sometimes my soap videos can get really long. And this is just how to make these coconuts. I added a fragrance to them already in the melt. And I wait a little bit, not too long because it will set up. But when it's really, really warm, it could melt your white. And so I'm taking the molds I made with the cherry and the blueberry, and you can see I'm just pushing them into the very top of the mold. I don't want it to go far down because I want to be able to slice off the top and make it seem like a half a coconut. All right, and I know it may seem like a lot of work, but I really do enjoy the artistry of soap making, and I'm constantly inspired by other people, the soaps that they put forth. So, and then that's what I do. I push those in just at the top, and then you just wait for it to set up, and then I'll show you next how to clean it up. After your melt and poured sets a bit, then your 9-piece round mold, and I'll put exactly the size I use in the comments above or below. When they push out, they look like this with the little blueberry or cherry sticking out in the front. And I really came up with the coconuts because I love Brambleberry's coconut cashmere soap, fragrance oil, sorry, my bad. And I just loved it so much, and I spent a lot of time in the islands, and I wanted to replicate the coconuts. And of course there wasn't a mold exactly that will make coconuts, but it does make the shape. And in the next part of the video, I'll show you how to get the final coconut. All right, so then the last step is when you unmold your coconuts is you trim off the top, so then the brown and the white reveal itself, and you end up with lovely little coconuts for your coconut cashmere soap. Okie dokie, so all of my coconuts are done. They're super cute. I can't wait to use them in my soap.